Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic day. Likes, comments, and subscriptions are always very much appreciated as they do help out the channel immensely. Welcome back to another news that I missed, where I talk about the news in the cryptocurrency space because there's so much of it that I happen to miss. And yeah, let's jump right into it. The Terra Rebels are now running a Luna Classic validator. I believe the Terra Classic Rebels are the development team. Oh, I should just read further. In a tweet on Friday, independent Terra Classic development group Terra Rebels announced that it had launched its Terra Luna Classic validator. There's a tweet for it right there. How wonderful. Notably, Rex, that's Rex with two X's, of the Terra Rebels took to Twitter moments later to confirm the news. They said, "We have opened up our own validator. We will be running at a 5% commission. We will be abstaining from all governance votes." That's actually quite important, simply because on a lot of different chains, it usually is if you have more tokens, you get a higher percentage of the vote. So I'm going to assume that the Terra Rebels own more than just one Terra Luna or even a million Terra Luna. So them abstaining from actual votes because of probably their weighty portfolio does make a lot of sense. Per the details, the validator will run on a 5% commission, subject to change only via an internal governance vote by the Rebels. That's a really intense thing to call yourself. Does anyone know why they chose that name? Like normally, like you have like Rebels Without a Cause. It usually has something to do with like breaking laws and stuff like that. Not to say that they are, but if you speak English, the term rebels has a very specific kind of connotation to it. The group intends to cover the cost of operations from the proceeds of the validator while diverting whatever remains to the Terra Rebels donations wallet. Additionally, the group plans to abstain from governance votes to avoid unduly influencing governance decisions. The Terra Classic community expected the Terra Rebels validator to launch on Thursday with validators Classy Crypto, Happy Cat Crypto, these are real names by the way, Happy Cat Crypto, and David Gobelt. However, the group did not announce the launch of the validator until Friday. So, cool. I assume this means that they're going to be running their own validator node to validate transactions. Is it the 5% commission if you want to go through their validator? Not really explained anywhere, at least not in this article right here. It's very fascinating to see the change in dynamic from different events within the cryptocurrency space. When things collapse in crypto, they normally don't collapse forever. And I mean more than just price-wise. I mean even more from a standpoint of, oh, snaps. Everyone was talking about this was the worst thing in the cryptocurrency space about 5 or 6 months ago, how this coin was never going to return, never going to come back. And I mean almost on a daily basis, not usually in like normal week news, Monday through Friday, because that's reserved for the most ridiculousness of all. But it's fascinating to see this like growing and like gaining support and people using Terra Luna Classic and burning as much as they can, and the optimism for the price and all the other things they have going on. I think they're trying to make NFTs, and there's rumors of a metaverse. All these different things happening. The point being, cool. I assume their validator is to validate transactions. That's usually what they for in crypto. And now they have one. And while not a part exclusively of the community or of the Rebels, I think it's smart of them announcing that they're going to be abstaining from the votes, which tells me that they have a lot of Terra Luna Classic. So, yeah, good job. That's the Terra Luna Classic Rebels are launching a Terra Luna Classic Validator news. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay, there we go. Next up, the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, has expanded its services to include a data oracle for its native ecosystem. On the 26th of October, Binance announced Binance Oracle, a new service that will source, verify, and feed off-chain data to smart contracts running on the Binance coin chain, BNB chain. The company claims that the oracles will provide a more reliable, secure, and accurate data sourcing solution for smart contracts. That's logically what one would assume. The new service, which launches this month, will enable existing Web3 dApps and BNB chain partners to access Oracle data sources. The company confirmed that more than 10 projects have already integrated with the Binance Oracle network. And there's the tweet for it right there. Pretty colors. This one says, competing with Chainlink? Question mark. Chainlink is currently the industry leader. Is it really? Wow, that's kind of sad. Chainlink is currently the industry standard provider for decentralized data oracles, and its community has already started to pick holes in Binance's offering. On the 27th of October, his name is his username is Chainlink God. Questioned why anyone would launch a centralized price oracle in 2022. He said, docs and marketing trying to make it seem decentralized, but data is sourced and signed by Binance themselves, introducing a single point of failure to dApps and putting user funds at risk. One, let's work backwards here. I'm going to assume, so Binance is so heavily compliant that I think it actually hurts regulators. Like, it's just so much going on. I don't think that there's single point of data coming from a centralized exchange, as Binance is, would be putting user funds at risk. I think that's a phrase that people throw around when they try to get other people terrified of something that they don't like. Two, why would Binance be doing this? It's because it's Binance. Have we not gone over this 9 quintillion, not a number, times before in the past? Remember when we had news in 2019? I forgot what Binance was doing because they're doing something new every day. They announced that they would be doing something basically exactly, I think it's even BNB actually. It's exactly what Ethereum was doing. The entire point of Ethereum was meant to be a world computer. Then it kind of got switched into this like smart contract platform and NFT space. And Binance kept on doing the exact same thing. You can find an article for it. It was something like Binance is not trying to be a competitor to Ethereum. And everyone was like, oh, okay, well, they said that they're not. If Binance sees an opportunity to either, crush and destroy another cryptocurrency exchange or another coin on the market, they're going to do so. Have you not realized that Binance is trying to become the Apple, Amazon, Google of crypto? Why do you think the news is so significant that they keep opening up shop in every other country on the planet? They have physical locations everywhere. You didn't get the point of them shaking hands with multiple kings and dictators as something like, oh, maybe they're doing it for money and power. So I assume that they are definitely, air quotes, competing with Chainlink. If they're launching this service, they're probably going to be bigger than Chainlink. Have you not seen Binance Coin's price always rising even when things are going down? Not only is their coin being used, but Binance keeps getting bigger. They're also burning tons of Binance coin, and that's the supply is also lowering. So, yeah, I specifically myself don't understand the idea of, now I'll say it this way, of wanting data oracles, because I think the idea is kind of a clickbaity kind of thing where people go, oh, we can get data oracles. And it's just like a news source that's coming from somewhere else that's then being fed onto, like, it's like the news, but aggregated. Like, imagine like all the news places you watch, all 10 of them get smashed together into one video on YouTube. Kind of like this channel. That's kind of like an oracle, but people use it anyway. So Binance is launching their Binance Oracle. It's basically trying to compete with anything else that could get close to it. Have you all not realized that Binance is basically trying to take over the world? I don't know if anyone else got that part of the news story yet. That's the Binance Oracle news. Whoa, so crazy. I've never heard of anything like this before. It's almost like Binance keeps trying to get bigger and bigger. Weird. Anyway, that's the Binance news. And let's move on. Also in news, Mercado Pago, the financial wallet division of Mercado Libre, the Latin American e-tail. What's an e-tail? E-tail? Oh, that's so stupid. They're trying to say retail, but they took off the re and put the e like email. So it's called an e-tail. Please don't ever use that phrase. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard. Has announced the launch of cryptocurrency trading services in Mexico. The company has already launched this kind of service in Brazil, servicing 1 million customers. That's a lot of people. 1 million customers in the country, allowing them to purchase, store, and sell BTC and ETH, and also receive Mercado Libre's own token, Mercado Coin. Is anyone using that? Probably not. Mercado Pago is aiming to grow in Mexico with the introduction of cryptocurrency services. The company, which serves as a wallet arm of Mercado Libre, announced that's a long time ago, on the 27th of September, that it has activated the possibility for customers to purchase crypto with national fiat currency in Mexico. And this way, every customer in Mexico is now able to purchase Bitcoin and Ether using funds available. I thought that was obvious. They made a whole paragraph stating what the wallet was for. I assume that their wallet was meant as a payment option. So I assume that you would be able to then buy and use Bitcoin and crypto through the actual wallet, as opposed to having to. In bringing this product to Mexico, the company seeks to provide more options to Mexicans that are already customers of the company. On this, Mercado Pago's Mexico's CEO Pedro Rivas stated, "We want money. We realize that Mexicans have money, so we're using their money to make sure that we generate even more money." He didn't say any of that, but that's the general gist. Wait, let me skim through it. Yeah, that means money. So the news is, I think we had a lot of news before about Mercado Pago and stuff like that and what they're doing. Everyone's trying to, I'm going to try and say this nicely. I realize that we are currently in a position in life where a lot of new companies are trying to get into the cryptocurrency space. I myself think it's very weird that we have so many companies getting into the space trying to make payment options for people to be able to use their cryptocurrencies when they're able to already do it by simply downloading a Bitcoin or an Ethereum wallet to their phone and simply being able to spend money this way. I.e., we already have Binance, we already have Coinbase, we already have Kraken. They all have coins. You can have your coins on their website and simply tap your coin in the same exact way. We already have, what's the other one? What's the other thing called? Exodus wallet. We have Exodus. You can download Exodus on your phone and you can walk up to a friend and say, "Hey bro, you want to get paid?" You would never say that, but you can, pay crypto to them in this way as well. So it's always weird when like a company launches and they're like, "Hey, we're only in Brazil," or "We're only in Singapore." And it's like, you know what crypto's for, right? You know that there aren't meant to be any barriers. And the fact that you are a third service provider is also kind of ridiculous because people can do this on their own. Anyway, so, I mean, it's adoption, but it's also like, in the future, we're going to have a lot of news about companies who either fail or are going to have very interesting FAQs on their website, frequently asked questions. In that, remember a couple of months ago when one of those other DeFi, crypto, whatever things also collapsed because it's happening like 9 times a year. And one of the things in their fine print, I keep repeating it because I want you to understand how terrible this is. One of the things in their fine print says, everything deposited by our users onto our website is ours until they withdraw it. And they went belly up, they collapsed, And they basically announced that they believed that they were able to keep user funds because it said it in their paperwork. So I feel like we already have the system, that is to say Bitcoin and, other decentralized cryptocurrencies to send money around the world. The idea of them just launching crypto trading services in Mexico is like, no, they actually had that like 14 years ago when Bitcoin dropped. So yeah, this is only going to continue though as we get more. The crypto's just becoming the old system. It's very, very sad. Like it's if only, people just used crypto as it were. All right. That's the Mercado Pago Libre Mexico Brasil wallet news. All right. Let's move on. Yeah, this was also popular news. I forgot to mention that, but this was quite popular. Also sure, go for it. Protocol Labs, the Filecoin Foundation, and the other it says, and the other founders, love it, announced the official launch of the Decentralized Storage Alliance. Okay. The Alliance is a pioneering, member-driven industry group that promotes decentralized technologies like Filecoin, sure, Epiphysis, IPFS, I don't know what that is, and libp2p, okay? By informing the general public about them, because I've never heard of half of those, advocating for their use, and sharing best practices. It also assists Web 2 firms in making the switch to Web 3 technologies. There's a tweet for it right there. The worldwide data industry is anticipated to reach 200 zettabytes. That's a lot. By the year 2025, over 90% of the market's demand is from enterprise businesses, which use expensive and occasionally ineffective product clouds and other centralized storage methods to store their data. Market consolidation by centralized firms continues, which has an impact on pricing and data efficiency. So they're trying to make a decentralized place where people can store their data. So Filecoin, I think, was first proposed in 2015 or 2014. It's been around for a while. Like, Filecoin has been around since like Vertcoin. Like that, that was eons and eons ago. I think, if I remember correctly, because I own and know Filecoin, and I probably never will, I'm not going to be paying for anything in Filecoin in the future. I think the point of it is meant like a storage thing. Like, you can store your files in the crypto or on the chain. I don't know what the point of it's supposed to be. So now they're making an even decentralizeder storage place for it. I would like if more people used decentralized services. I would also like if many decentralized things weren't constantly being hacked. And I say this because the idea of me storing my data, like, even I'm more so, this is me personally, I'm more so used to storing my data on a centralized place because I've seen the woes of the cryptocurrency space, and storing something or even your information or your money on a place that's meant to be decentralized. If your data is in a decentralized manner and you don't have enough validators or security for that chain, and someone cracks the safe, they have your data. Like, it's not really a question of can it happen? It's more of a which protocol will it not happen to? So I think in the future, things will get a lot better. And I appreciate that these things are being created now. But I think for the masses, I don't think you're going to have many people rushing to these kinds of things because so many things in crypto are unsafe. I think a lot of times you sprinkle the word decentralization or Web3 and people are like, well, this is the next iteration of the internet. Let me throw my money into this. And it usually, once again, I don't know how they've built it, It might be the most amazingest things that we've ever seen in this entire world. But then also, you know, that's the Filecoin Foundation has launched the Decentralized Storage Alliance. I'll start using it in like 2035. Like, if you can give me a good 13 years of no hacks happening, I'll use it. Because, you know, you can't just throw stuff out there and expect people. That's the Filecoin news. Let's move on. Also in news, FCF Pay, okay, a cryptocurrency payment gateway, has added support for Terra Luna Classic to enable people to use the token as a payment method. The development was shared yesterday by, oh, here he goes again, by Rex with 2 X's, the admin and marketing representative of the Terra Rebels. Rex announced the announcement or development on Twitter, saying thank you at FCF Pay for listing Luna Classic as a currency. And they left the tweet right there, and there was a little smiley face at the very end. Through the development, Luna Classic has joined the list of FCF Pay supported cryptocurrency assets, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and XRP. FCF Pay is an e-commerce payment solution that allows users to pay for goods and services using cryptocurrencies. The Canadian-based, okay, I never heard of that one. The Canadian-based payment solution has been adding support for cryptocurrencies with huge communities, as one does. You don't add. Almost said the name of a coin. Ooh, that was gonna be mean. I almost said the name of a coin, and then like, well, no one's using that coin, so of course they wouldn't add it. So, I myself have never heard of FCF Pay, but I appreciate their initiative to add other cryptocurrencies to their website as a payment option. I would still like to know why there are so many other companies acting as a gatekeeper for crypto that could be sent by itself normally through the chain from point A to point B. But much how I live in a world where I don't mind my data being on one single website, I can understand how people also may want a platform to send their crypto as opposed to it being from person A to person B. Look at me growing as a person. That's the FCF Pay news. Adding Terra Luna. I told you, isn't it weird? It's been a couple of months, and this coin is like making a weird comeback. There's all these people love this coin. Do you remember? I remember when this crash happened and people lost their minds. People were like, this coin's done for. No one's ever going to use this coin ever again. And now it's being added all over the place as a payment option. Surprise, surprise. The crypto market is always weird. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in news, Binance has confirmed that it is adding support for a particular coin. The world's top crypto exchange has written, I don't know what half of these things are. Binance has added support for Alpine, ApeCoin, Birder, I don't know what that is, BNX, BSW, I don't know what that is, Cake, Kadi, Gala, High, Porto, Santos, that sounds like a place, Porto Santos, SFP, Shiba Inu is bolded here. I guess this website really likes Shiba Inu. USDT, and Zeno. That is the letter X and O, and for some reason we pronounce X as Z. Remember Zena? To the list of supported cryptocurrencies on Binance Pay. The development comes after Binance added Shiba Inu to its Binance card in September. Binance Pay is a simple, borderless, sure, and secure way to send and receive cryptocurrencies from your mobile devices. You can send crypto to friends and family through normal cryptocurrency methods, but now you can do it through email, phone numbers, Binance ID or Pay ID with 0 gas fees. So Binance added, what is it, like 18 coins to Binance Pay. I've only heard of Ape. I assume Cake is Pancake Swap. Dumb name. SHIB and USDT. The other ones in Puerto Santos. So cool. Shiba Inu and Terra Luna Classic are still in their age-old war of who gets spoken about more in the cryptocurrency space, because they're both in the news every single day, and people seemingly love both of them. So that's incredible. That's awesome. I still don't think that people are going to be using these coins for payments anytime soon, but, wishful thinking. And I say that because, once again, here we go. If everyone's talking about Bitcoin's price in the future and how high it's going to go, you would feel a little bit silly if you used it to buy a hamburger now. Like you've seen those things. In 2013, someone paid X amount for not even a pizza. There were so many other ones. Like for like a pair. I remember there was one website that like you were able to buy like pairs of socks in Bitcoin. Those pairs of socks are like $28,000 now. So nobody wants to kind of be that person kind of thing. Cool. Binance Pay has added 95 other coins, and Shiba Inu is the one that's highlighted here. News. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in the news, Pick and Pay, one of South Africa's largest supermarket chains, is all set to allow its customers to pay for items in all of its stores using Bitcoin. Also, just FYI, I got to throw this out there. I have a couple of friends who are from South Africa, and one of their largest annoyances, for those of you not looking at the screen, the image on the screen is the Serengeti. There's a lion, there's 2 elephants, there's some giraffes in the back. Wow, look at those. And a bunch of other things you would see in the Lion King. South Africa isn't, free roaming land, right? Like they have buildings and infrastructure and other things. A lot of times, I get it, but I don't get it. And I know that they simply wanted to have like a pretty photo. Like, oh, Africa, wildlife everywhere. But a large portion of Africa is like heavily developed. Have you seen what Nigeria looks like? I'm sure someone just picked up their phone. I know there's one person who was like, I know what Nigeria looks like. You don't. You haven't seen what Nigeria actually looks like. It's not free roaming elephants and stuff like that. I have another friend. Hello, if you're watching. I don't think he's watching. Who's from Colombia. You would not believe the amount of times he said, I'm from Colombia. I can't even, the stereotypes. But people are like, how'd you get here? He's like, I took a plane. A plane? You guys have airports? If you get a chance, I understand that it may not be easy for everyone. During the next bull run, I'm going to bring this up again. Get a passport and travel the world. People think it's very expensive to travel the world. You can do it, watch a budget YouTube channel. Really see what the world is like, because I remember my birthplace telling me what other places were like, and they're nothing of the sort. So not crypto news, but I thought I'd throw that out there because I was like, that's not what. According to South African-based tech news outlet Tech General, Pick and Pay is planning to roll out its cryptocurrency payment services to its stores nationwide in the coming months, after years of experimentation in select stores. The supermarket chain allegedly started experimenting with Bitcoin 5 years ago. 5 years ago? It took you 5 years? Woo! In Cape Town, but was stymied, I've never seen that word, by expense costs and long transaction wait times. Oh, the old Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin years ago was probably one of the most terrifying things to use on the planet. You would send Bitcoin. And I mean, if you were even sending it from computer to computer, sitting right in front of you to just have it spaced out and stuff like that, it would take 28 minutes for a transaction to go through. And it was one of the most terrifying things on the planet. It's not Novogratz. It's the other rich guy. The other rich guy who's always in the news. I don't remember his name. I'll figure it out at some point. Years ago, he tried to buy, I think he successfully did, through a U.S. auction, some Bitcoin. And I think it was like 8,000 Bitcoin or something like that. And he said he was on the phone with someone who was sending it to him. And they were like, okay, send. And he was like, did you check my wallet address? And they were like, what? He said that they typed out his wallet address. They didn't copy and paste it. They typed it out and they sent all 8,000 Bitcoin at once. He was like, you didn't send just one to make sure that it would go through? They said, I thought that's how it worked. He said the next 30 minutes were excruciating because your mind plays tricks on you. He was like, that money's gone. He's like, I'm never seeing these 8,000 Bitcoin again. They eventually arrived, but it's this like years ago, Bitcoin used to take so long. This is why people love or talk about so much about the Lightning Network, because it was terrifying. Waiting for so long, thinking that your money had disappeared. Anyway, that's the Pick n Pay, one of South Africa's largest supermarket chains. It's going to be allowing people to pay for things in Bitcoin. I assume they'll have like 100 people per year who will do it. But if we ever get to that illustrious, $500,000 Bitcoin, get ready, Pick n Pay, because I'm going to buy some socks or some broccoli from you. I don't know what Pick n Pay has. I just assume they have those things. That's the Pick n Pay news. Right. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. I do hope that you've all enjoyed my weirdness. It's just what happens. Look at all these people running. Oh, that looked crazy. Thank you all. Wait, well, hope you all have, hope you all have a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, saying things in the comment section. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.